Welcome once again to the Yang style long form class, and my name is Michael Gilman. So last week we finished the first section, the first of 3 sections of the long form, actually the first 19 movements. The first section is the shortest section, containing most of the basic material that you're going to need to know to do the rest of the form. And the second section, which we'll be starting next week, goes up to movement number 57. So we cover a great deal more material. Also in the second section are most of the more difficult movements, the foot kicks and the balance movements. And then finally in the third section, which is the longest section, goes from movement 58 all the way up to 108. We have a lot of variations of the same kinds of movements, and we start to sort of wind our way down, and finally we finish nice and quietly. So we have a long journey ahead, but I think we've done really well. I'm very pleased with how it's all going. And don't forget, hopefully you'll be taping these shows, because if you possibly can, I advise it, because it's going to cost you a lot of money to duplicate this if you're not taping it now. Each tape probably, I don't know, commercially is going to cost $20 to $30. You can get them from PTE TV as we do them. I don't remember how much we charge down here. But in any case, you're going to end up with like 50 tapes, something like that. And that could end up costing you some money. So try it. If you have a tape set up, do tape them now. And if not, well, it's another learning tool. Of course, I never had tape when I was learning, so I just learned it, and you can just learn it. So don't worry about it if you don't have a tape machine. Okay, so this week I promised you we were going to do review the first section, but doing it a little bit differently. Doing it in a sort of breaking up the movements into like dance-like aerobic type sections. So you'll understand, I believe, that when we're finished, you'll have a better understanding of how these movements are put together, how the waist makes the movements happen. Because in this workout, we really are going to pay a close attention to moving from the center. Getting the center moving and then letting that energy kind of spin off centrifugally out. So I think you'll have a lot of fun. I'm not sure, like in my studio when I do it, I have mirrors all behind me. So if you were in the class there, what I would be doing is standing like this, and there would be mirrors, so you'd be able to see the front and the back at the same time. Well, since we don't have that luxury, I'm not sure. We'll see how it works out. I'll probably switch back and forth to give you different perspectives to see how the movements are, because I know it's very confusing if I'm here and I move in this direction. At home you'll be actually moving in the other direction, and it's a little bit hard to follow because this here is my right hand, and at home if you move the same way it'll probably be your left hand. So anyway, you'll work it out, we'll work it out, and we'll have fun, okay? So let's just do our Wuchi stance. Feet shoulder width. It's always best to start out getting yourself grounded, getting yourself together, all right? Before you start to do any activity, get your mind and body in the same place at the same time. Right? So feet shoulder width, parallel, knees soft, pelvis slightly tucked under, top of the head lifting, chin slightly tucked under, shoulders and upper ribs just suspended from above, arms hanging to the sides by the sides of the thighs, fingers just very gently curved. Keeping the mouth closed if you're not talking like I am. The tongue just lightly touches the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth, breathing in and out through the nose, directing the breath to the lower belly. So feel yourself comfortably relaxed on the floor. Don't stand up rigid. We don't want to do that. Even though we want to be tall, we want to be sinking and relaxing and allowing the energy to float upward gently. Don't stand rigidly. Okay? We want to sort of imagine inside our body as more like a water-filled balloon, so that the water is holding our structure up as opposed to having like a stiff, inner structure. No, just soft. Okay, so Shou Gong, take a breath. Open. Gather. And encourage the energy to move down through you, opening yourself up. Feel the energy move through you. Listen to the energy. Look inside at the energy. And down. All right, very nice. There's nothing like that feeling. Just that one simple movement can really help. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start out with movement number 1, commencement of Tai Chi. With all these movements, you're going to pay attention to the basics, keeping your feet on the ground. Okay, now we'll just start to swing the arms. And in this, I concentrate on throwing the wrist forward. The wrist, it's like as if, maybe I think about weight. It's like I was holding 2 bowling balls, a bowling ball in each, like I got, a bowling ball stuck on each hand. And as I do this, the weight of the bowling ball, gently and easily, will move the arms. Right? So from the side, you see. Now, I notice a lot of people, when they do this, let the neck collapse when you come back. No, you don't want to do that. You want to keep the spine straight and just allow the arms to be throwing forward. Okay, so here what we're doing is we are starting to warm up, loosen, get the energy moving into the periphery, into the fingers, and also loosening and working the shoulder joints. And you can add like a little bump up and down. It's sort of like you're throwing something. You can, like this. Use this sort of a nice little rebound to get the energy moving. This starts to warm up the legs a bit. Okay, so now we've been sort of working with the wrist. Now think about the fingers. Think about the fingers moving out, right? The fingers, you're throwing the energy. It's as if, I think sometimes like I have little darts, and I throw, all these little darts off my hands, like that. Now don't get scared at home, my fingers won't come off. So now we're getting energy moving really right down into the fingertips. So that's the first part of commencement. The second part is this little elbow bend. You see? So, for instance, when we did commencement, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, so for our practice, we can, this is sort of like, this is very good for the chest muscles. You could imagine grabbing something and pulling it like this. You're working the chest and shoulders. Light and free and easy. You can either do it with the hands open like this, sliding, or you can sometimes feel like you're holding something and grabbing it. So this is the second part. You're also working the spine. You see, you can exaggerate it somewhat, working the shoulders in a little bit different way. Yeah. You can change the angle of your pullback. Can be up for a little different exercise, straight or down. But light and free. We don't want to, this wants to be light and free and easy, okay? Now the third part is press. Press. Now this press, someone once came up with the image of, you're standing in the water, and I could really relate to this. You're in the water up to about your waist. You have this big log about this big around, and it's right in front of you. And you're trying to push this log down equally, right? Well, you know, if you just push a little harder on this end, the log's going to go like this, right? So you have to put a constant pressure downward. And it has to take quite a bit of pressure to move this log and push this log down, all right? So that's down, 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 down. Now this movement, if you do it, if you imagine really hard, if you imagine that it takes a lot of force and you really push, you'll probably feel it here in the pecs, in your pectoralis major. These muscles, you know, really do it hard. Push. The lats, the pecs, also the biceps and shoulders, all getting involved in this movement. So you're pushing down and you're pushing down. Okay, so then you can lighten that up a bit. You can also practice what we call the setting of the wrist. This is yin, empty, and as you press down, you see the hand opens. So it's press, empty, full, empty, full, empty, full, right? Empty, full. Push, 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 push. Okay, so for our commencement, it's throw, fingers, back, push. Right? Throw, back, push. Right? And that's commencement. The next movement is ward off left. Now watch as we do this, ward off left. Remember? Circle, step. So there's all these different parts. So let's practice all these various parts of this movement. The first and most important part is the circling. Getting the energy of the right arm circling. Now, this is I don't know if any of you jump rope as youngsters or older people, but I'm holding one end of a big, long jump rope, and it's not a little thing that I can just do with my arm. It's a big, heavy thing, and you have to use your whole body to throw it around. So you want to open up the shoulder, right? Use your torso turning to get this energy turning, right? If I do it slowly, there's not a lot of energy forced into my hand. The more I speed it up, the more energy gets generated, and then it goes out. Eh? Okay, so light and free, you're turning. The second part is we're going to open up the toe. Remember when we did commencement, when we did ward off left, we came down, we opened, right? Second part, turn and open, 3 shift, 4 step, 5 up. Okay, so we've got the first part. Now we want to open the foot. Now you can see, if you can get even close on this, that what's going to happen is the hip is going to open, the toe is going to open, and you're going to shift the weight onto it and press. You're going to open and shift and close. Close. This is open and close. Open and close. Okay, so we combine that with open and close. 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 If I did this from the back, open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. open. The next part is we're going to step ahead. We're going to step. And the step comes from the retreating, so we opened. When the right side retreats, the left side advances. So it's as if, and I like to use it sort of like I'm opening the door with my right hand and I'm stepping in with my left foot. So it's open and step. 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 So you can make this circle, right? Circle and step. 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 It's sink and step. Sink and step. Sink and step. We're gathering energy into this right leg for our release, but we don't want to release it until we have our root with the left heel touching down. So we sink, now I gather, then I'm going to propel myself forward. Okay? So it's open, sink and step, sink and step, sink and step, sink and step. Okay, and finally we're going to do pong. 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 Now pong is just the body moving and turning, and the left arm moves with it, moves with it, moves with it, moves with it. Now we can make this, we can use all sorts of different muscles in the same simple movement. If you imagine grabbing your back on your foot, back on your right foot, now you grab something with your left hand and pull it forward. It's like you got your lawnmower behind you and you're trying to start it this way. So pull. Now it's coming from the leg. Pull. 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 So pull happens from the back on this side. These muscles on my left side, to make a pull happen, are pulling backward. It's these muscles over here to make pull happen. It's coming from the torso, pull. It's from the leg to the torso, pull, pull. Or I can do the same movement, imagining I'm going to push something with this hand. This hand's going to push something out of the way, push something out of the way, push. Now to push, this side of my body is going to work. If I'm going to push, this whole other side of my body is going to work. So push, push. So I can pull, pull, or I can push, push. Now what about this other hand? So in ward off, the two hands are moving in the opposite directions. So what I like to say is that this one can pull, pull. This one can pull, pull with the right, pull, pull. So we can pull, 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 pull. Or we can push, 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 pull, 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 pull. Or we can pull and push, pull and push. We have all these great combinations, pull and push. Or we can pull, no, we can't push with the other hand too well, okay. Or we can just open. We can pull apart. And this is actually, this one is mostly what is going to be happening. We're going to pull apart, 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 pull apart. Okay, so here we have all these pieces. We have all these pieces. So now watch, right? First we did circle, then we did open, then we did pull step, then we did either pull apart, or whatever. So if we put this all together, now watch again. So here's commencement. Yeah. So circle, open, pull step, separate. Okay, ward off line. So we've gotten clearer, hopefully, just by doing this practice, okay? These little movements. The next movement is, what's the name of the next movement? Right push upward. Right push upward. Now you should start to learn these names of these movements. It'll help you remember. Now the hardest thing about Tai Chi is remembering the name of the sequence of movements. Remembering the sequence, not the names. Remember the sequence. So start right off. First one, commencement of Tai Chi Chuan. Ward off left. Now we're going to do right push upward. Now remember, for right push upward, we sank, step, and pong. So let's just do the pong part of this movement. Here. Okay. So this is very much the same in that we can pull, 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 or we can push, 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 push. It's all coming from the leg to the torso twist. One. This is called right push upward. Right? Two. It's all the torso turning. The hands, it's not hand, it's not body and then hand, it's not hand and then body. No, it's body and arm together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, right push upward. The next was roll and press. Roll back and press. Now those two go together really well in a nice aerobic kind of fashion. So now watch this. So here is roll and press, roll and press, roll and press, roll and press. So here you want to get nice and free and loose. This always kind of reminds me of like a gorilla swinging through the jungle, you know, just kind of roll and press, roll and press, right? Roll and press, all with the waist, and press, roll and press, roll and press, roll and press, roll. Open. If you start to exaggerate, kind of open this up a little bit. See, the hands can swing, the hands can swing, open and swing, loose and free, loose and free, roll and press. Or we can do it much more horizontal, see? Just turn, 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 turn. Roll, press, 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 roll, press. Very good. Next movement is push. So in the form, roll, push, sink, and push. So it's all leg. Most simple way we can do this is back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Make sure the knees go in the direction of the toes. Right? All here we're just practicing the leg movement. Roll and press, roll and press, roll and press, roll and press. Or what we can do, this is to make it a lot more active, is get your weight on the back foot. You shift your weight on the forward foot and you push something away. Then, like I'm going to catch a ball, I grab something in front, step back, sink, and push. Sink and push. Now here we can start getting a little more active exercise for the back leg because it's catching my body and throwing. Now this is, in Tai Chi, a lot of times when we do a push, we follow up by bringing the back foot up. Not in the form as you learned it so far, but this way, back. Sometimes we rock like so, rock like so, and push. And let the arms go. Let the arms go. Don't hold the arms, let them go. 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 Push. Good. Next movement is single whip. 1, 2, 3. Okay. For this one, there's a lot of different things that we can do. I would say let's just practice the whipping part. This is the most difficult part of the movement, and I think it's the most fun. So this is the whip. Circle, whip. Now again, it's a soft and it's like you're trying to catch, there's a little mosquito and you try and kind of catch it. Okay, so we have that same quick little movement, which is what we call Chen Su Chin, or whip. When you're doing this, there's only one moment that's firm. It's just right at that moment, it's firm. Be careful that you don't let your joints take too big a shock. The joints do hold and stop the movement, but don't whip it too hard, particularly in the beginning. Okay? So it's just a light. Or as we say, the sound of one hand clapping. What's the sound? Of course, what's the sound of one hand clapping? Well, here it is. Not bad, huh? Okay, other side. I thank dear Renee for that one. So this is the second week that we have our own crew here. We have Linda in the control room and Bijal and Anna on the cameras. Yeah? So it's all done with the twisting of the waist. It just takes a little while to get it. So let's do two together. Hey? Now this is what's called splitting the energy, That is, this has a lot the feeling of pulling a rubber band apart, but we do it in a light fashion. Okay, so let's put this in with the final foot movement part of this now from the back. So remember, first part was we turned in and we basically came to center. Now here we're going to step and pull, step and pull, step and pull. So get your root, then pull. Step, pull, 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 step, pull. Now here's where you get a chance to see how this whip can be really effective. So here's step, pull, step, pull, whip. step, pull, whip. You see? The whip happens. This seems odd, but if I had a stick here or something, I'd be able to, it's like, it's going in the opposite, this whip is going in the opposite direction of my torso. You see? So step, pull, whip, 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 step, pull, whip. So that's single whip. I happen to like this movement. Pull, 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 whip, pull, whip, pull, whip, pull, whip. Great. Next movement is raise hands. So in our form, after we do single whip, we come back and turn and close, close. Right? It was back, pivot, close. So this close is, I would say, the important part of this movement here. So it's the same thing. Single whip was open. This is close, 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 close. You can squeeze, squeeze. Now again, when you squeeze, you'll feel the pecs, the shoulders, some in the biceps. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Now you can circle, squeeze, circle, squeeze, circle, squeeze, circle, squeeze. You can make this like a big round movement. Circle, squeeze, circle, squeeze. This kind of movement. I used to swim a lot, and this is like the dolphin, kind of when you do a dolphin movement, comes up like this. Okay, now let's add in the dingbo stance on heel. So it's squeeze and close, squeeze, close, squeeze, squeeze, up, squeeze, up. Now this step, that what we call the dingbo on heel, lift. You're going to lift the foot up. Now you can lift it up as high as you like. You can, those of you who have any balance problems, just a little bit. Those of you who want, you can take it all the way up to your chest, and close, and close, and close, and close, and close. Raise hands. And this again. Back. Here. Close. Close. The next movement was stork spreads its wings. Remember? We stepped around and up. So we can do it like this. For the foot movement, it's step, 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 step up, step up, step up. Now if I do it in this direction, step up, up, step, no. It's like turning a giant wheel in a way. See? The whole thing is turning as a unit. Step up. Or, so you're standing at the end of the movement, right? You're at the end of this movement. Now we can do this, practice this aerobically for our waist. I'll say we're here. So it's like you're coming back, you're grabbing and throwing. Throw. Those of you who watch the Olympics, the discus, and it all comes from this back leg. Throw. 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 And the other hand, the left hand's going to pull. Pull, throw. 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 You can take a big movement and come down and throw, and down and throw, and down and throw, and down and throw, and down and throw. Yeah, this really gets a good workout for this leg and hip. Stork spreads its wings. Step up. Next movement was left brush knee. Left brush knee. So for this one, I kind of like this feeling. See, here we were, stork spreads wings, is that it's coming back. So it was stork spreads its wings, the first part of left brush knee. So it's chop, 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 chop. This is all coming from the waist. The arms are pretty straight. They're moving. See, I can really scare little kids doing this movement. It's like I kind of like, you know, Count Dracula or Frankenstein. Okay. Like so. Okay. So it's coming just from the waist. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Turn, turn, turn. And you could see with little jerky movements, this could be very strong, quick. Turn, 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 turn. Chop, we're chopping it back. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, brush knee. So again, stork spreads its wings. Left brush knee. Chop. Next, we're going to step, brush the knee, and push. Now, to practice this in class, we want to get a little bit of more extra leg energy. So we add in, anytime you step in Tai Chi, you can kick. Anytime you step, you can kick. So that's important to remember, that you always have this capability of balance. So when we're practicing this brush knee, well, I add in a kick just for the fun of it. So here, you see, here we did chop. Now, as we go to step, we kick out, then brush and push, right? So it's kick, brush, push. Kick, brush, push. So if we were doing it in backwards, we'll say, so we did this part, kick, brush, push. 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 Now, because people have a tendency when you're stepping and when you're kicking to fall, here's where most people want to do it. I'll do it from the side. Kick, right? Kick, and fall into it. No. What we want to do is kick, brush, push. So in order to practice this and make this a little more aerobic and making sure you can do this, is we start to make some multiple kicks. Makes it a little more fun. So let's try 2 kicks. So kick, kick, brush, push. Kick, kick, brush, push. Oh, that's not enough of a challenge. 3 kicks. Kick, 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 brush, push. Right? Kick, 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 brush, push. I hear the camera people saying, boo, we want more. 5 kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, kick. Or 10 kicks. 10 kicks. Okay? So whatever the amount is, right? Yeah. So it's fun, and throwing those multiple kicks, and you get a little more exercise. Now we had left brush knee and right brush knee. So let's do this just for the fun. We're not going to do everything in our form. But let's do a right brush knee just so we can do kick, brush, push. Kick, brush, push. Let me move back just a touch. Kick, brush, push. Kick, brush, push. Kick, brush, push. 2 kicks. kick, 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 kick. 3 kicks, kick, 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 kick. 5 kicks. Now in Tai Chi and all the kicks, you notice that the hands, you'll see as we go on, the hands are up here for balance. It's sort of like when you're doing tightrope walking, you're holding this thing. So not only will this help me to kind of guard myself, but this will also help me in this balance. So when we're doing all this movement, you're kicking. Now when you're kicking, don't get up and get rigid and hard. You want to stay relaxed. Now this is, when we get to kicks, which will be in a little while, that the energy moves downward. When I kick outward, the tendency is for people to do this. So you see a lot of my energy is going backwards, and I'm losing it. Well, you want the kick energy to be going into the wherever object you're kicking. So when you kick, half the energy goes down into the floor to balance you, while the other half goes out. So when I kick, some goes down into the weighted foot and some comes out. That makes me more balanced at the same time the energy is going out, okay? Next is play the fiddle. So after we've done stork spreads its wings, left brush knee, play the fiddle, step up and close and step back. Okay? Here's the foot movement. Step up and back. Step up and back. Step up and back. Step up, step back. Step up, back. And the hand is 1, 2. The left is just coming swinging with you. And right is dropping. And 1. And 2. And stretch out. Stretch out. Stretch out. You can jump. Yeah. Good. This is a good workout, especially when you're talking, especially when it's warm, especially when you're on TV. It's a good workout. The second, play the fiddle. Okay, so after we did left brush knee, first play the fiddle, then we did repeat left brush knee, right brush knee, left brush knee. So we'll say we've already done that. The second play the fiddle is replace, circle, close. Okay, so for the foot movement, it's up, back, and close. Up, back, and close. Up, back, and close. Up, back, and close. Up, and close. Up, and close. The two hands, the hand is going to be circling. Like we did for our ward off. So this is my right hand, and then the left. Circle, close. 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 See, so that's really nice. I like that circle has a nice roundness, and then a sort of more linear closing. Circle, close. Okay, the next. So we've done left brush knee. First play the fiddle. Left brush knee, right brush knee, left brush knee. Second, play the fiddle. Left brush knee. Okay, next we're at step up, parry, and punch. 1, 2, 3, sink, step, punch. Okay, this movement makes, we have a lot of possibilities for, good break-up exercise. The first part is sinking and turning. If I sort of face you, sinking and turning. The right hand just comes with the body, the left opens. Sink, back, sink, back, sink, back, sink, turn out, 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 turn out. See, it's just the body. Again, it's Count Dracula or Frankenstein or whoever it is, and it's just everything's moving together. Turn, turn, out, turn. Okay, now the step is the fun part. Step is a good part. So it's turn out, step. So the step, we can make a really nice exercise like so. Okay, so here we are. So turn out. Now, step. Now as I step, let's just step, step. And we're going to use this to exercise this left leg. So as we step, we sink and relax. Step. 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 Hear the camera person laughing. I hope my pants are on. Okay. Step. 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 So here we're getting balance and nice weight, nice exercise on the leg, and waist relax. That's the step portion. Step. Now the rest is easy. Is punch and punch, 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 punch. So here, back, step, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I say this is like hammering a nail, that both of these go into the same spot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And again, it's the waist, the waist, the waist. This is circling waist, the waist, the waist. And pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. This is very good for the waist. We're moving the weight foot to foot. We're getting nice hand exercise. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Right? Shoulder, waist. This is very, very good. And then the last part of this movement is step, is punch, punch, punch. So we can use this as a very nice aerobic kind of punch, punch. So we can, again, think about different muscles. So we can either, so this is the right hand punch, we can push. We have something, a weight in front of us, and we're pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. And we're pushing it with the leg, with the back leg, push, 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 push. We can think about something that is sort of holding our elbow and we pull, 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 pull. This hand can pull, reach, pull, grab and pull, grab and pull, grab and pull, grab and pull, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, or punch, 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 punch. And again, with two, if you were punching with two punches, you would want both punches to go in the same hole, right? Punch, 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 punch. We could punch slightly upward, what we think of as sort of like the nose, or center, downward, down, forward, forward. Punch, 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 punch. Yeah. Punching is good. You have to be careful not to snap your joints particularly when you're twisting. Don't snap too hard. If you're practiced and you got your joints and ligaments strengthened and warmed up, it's fine. You can do it. But even then, a lot of martial artists get hurt from snapping. Okay, next is withdraw and push. So after we did our step up, parry and punch, we did withdraw and push. Withdraw and push. So for this, we can get a really good twisting action. So reach behind you, push, grab, pull, and push. Push, pull, push. Push, pull, push. Push, pull, push. Two hands. Okay. Push, pull, push. This is hard to do that with this hand, so let's do it with this. So it's push, open, push. Push, open, push. Push, open, push. Now we can increase our exercise to our back by doing it like this, for our back. Push, open. Now you kind of imagine you're laying back over a nice big beach ball, and then push. Now you don't want to make this too sharp an angle, but just open and push. Push, open, push. Push, open, push. Push, open, push. Right. Withdraw and push. Lastly was cross hands, right? So it's open, 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 open. Turn in, just the leg. Turn in and out. Turn in and out. Turn in and out. Use your waist. Turn and out. Turn and out. And body open. Body open. Body open. Body open. Body open. Body open. Good. And finally, we're circling. 2 circles. Drawing 2 circles. I think of Ponce de Leon when I do this. Remember Ponce de Leon? In the Fountain of Youth, you see here, we're going in dipping into the fountain of youth and splashing it all over your face. Push, push. And you have to kind of squat, push, squat, push, squat, push. And circle, circle, open, 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 open. Good. And this is cross hands. All right, shake out. Now, always when you finish your exercise, shake it a little bit, get everything moving. Okay, well that's the first section, and I think that that was a lot of fun, and we can definitely, you can, once you get the idea of how to break these movements up into little bits, then you can do it on your own. You can get creative. You can do some more than others. But I think as I wanted to kind of turn you on to how you can use Tai Chi as an aerobic exercise and enjoy the wonderment of the movement. I mean, there's nothing more wonderful than the human body moving, isn't it? So I hope that you enjoyed it. Next week, we're going to go back into the form. We'll start working on the second section. So you'll have this to review, and we'll occasionally, we're not going to go back to the beginning every time anymore. It's just getting too long. So occasionally we might go through and review everything, but it's not going to be every time anymore. We'll start at the beginning of the second section and use that as our base. Okay, so I think we'll go out. What I'll do is I'll just do the Tai Chi form, go through our first section, and whatever time we have left, I'll just continue on. And then thank you all for the crew for being here, and Linda and Bijal and Anna and Gary is always back there. And then we'll see you next week, right? So thank you. Thank you. So now you can see how this is all kind of put together, right? Commencement.